Hey guys, and welcome! Today we're going to talk about the 6 most common surprises that new snake owner gets once they get their new snake home. I get a lot of messages on my Instagram, my Facebook, and on my email. And a lot of these are from beginners who are asking me the same questions over and over again. So because of that, I thought that it might be a good idea to make these videos of the most common surprises that you get when you bring your new snake home. Of course, guys, you're more than welcome to send me messages. I can promise you that I read all of them, but it's not all that I have the time to respond to, and I'm really sorry about that, but thank you so much for writing me. The first most common surprise that I'm often asked is, why do my snake have these milky white eyes and why is the colors all going dull? This is simply because that the snake is going into shed. The snake will shed through its whole life, and it's a process where it loosens the upper layer of the skin, and it does it in order to grow. It's quite a magnificent process to watch if you're ever lucky enough to do that. Usually they will do it when everything is quiet and they're making sure they're not being watched or anything like that. When you get your snake home first, it is very normal that the first shed might not be perfect. Don't worry too much about that. But of course, the next one after that should be doing much better. A healthy shed to me is when the snake is shedding in one whole piece. If the shed is ripping apart and it's going off in these small patches, or might not even go fully off at all, that might be an indicator that the snake is ill, but it can also simply be that the humidity is too low. I've done several videos on shedding and I've linked to them down here. Otherwise, you can just go on my channel and search for shed or shedding. I'm sure that will help you. But the first one being, why does my snake have milky white eyes, dull color, and even a pink stomach? That is simply because the snake is shedding, and don't worry, it's completely normal. The next common surprise is that the snake is not constricting the rodent when feeding. Now, a lot of you may have seen all of these videos online where the snake is like attacking the mouse and it's constricting it, and it looks very nice, and then it starts to eat it. But the fact is that a lot of snakes, like for example ball pythons, they don't constrict at all. Most of them won't even take the rodent when you're offering, and you just have to leave it in the terrarium and the snake will eat it overnight. Some snakes might do both. For example, one of my ball pythons will both eat it when you place it in the terrarium during the night, but it will also sometimes attack it and curl. It's nothing abnormal about it, and as long as the snake is eating, you should be happy. The next surprise may be that your snake most likely will hide during the day and all day during the day. And that is also completely normal. I usually say that a hiding snake is a happy snake. Mostly I refer to that when we're talking about ball pythons, because they are mostly active during the night, as are most snakes, which means that during the day they will be sleeping, they will be chilling inside their hide. But that is very normal behavior. The next surprise might be that your snake is actually a really great escape artist, which means that if you haven't checked your terrarium or your tub or wherever you're keeping your snake for little holes, or you didn't close it well enough, you are gonna be damn sure that your snake is gonna find its way out. Especially, and I'm gonna repeat this, especially if you have corn snakes, they are escape artists. Nobody's perfect, and even I have managed to lose some of my snakes up here, so don't worry too much about if it happens. Of course, it's best if it doesn't at all, but it can happen. And the best thing to do if your snake does escape is, of course, to find it. And the next thing is to make sure that there aren't any holes that you missed inside the terrarium, nothing's broken or anything like that. So yeah, they are great escape artists, and if there is a way out, they are gonna find it. The next common surprise may be that the snake is very active during the night. Sometimes you may not see the snake during the day or during the night for a long period of time, and then the snake is suddenly active and is looking everywhere. And some people have asked me if that is normal behavior. Is the snake stressed? What's going on? And it usually correlates with the snake getting ready to eat, because now it feels hungry and is going out to search for food. So if your snake seems overly active during the night, it might just be hungry. Last but not least, I want to talk about pooping, because a lot of people are expecting their snake to poop on a schedule. Like, I fed it this day and then it's gonna poop these 4 days after or something like that. And then if they don't do it, they start to put them in baths to make sure that that's gonna help and everything. I just want to put it out there, just let the snake take its time. Sometimes it takes a few days and sometimes it takes a few days more. And usually the snake will defecate once it's shedding as well. So if you fed your snake, you're seeing signs of shed, just wait, because it it's no good use putting the snake in a bath and stressing and all that stuff. Just give it some time, because usually they will shed and poop at the same time. So don't worry if your snake is not pooping on a regular schedule. Just give it some time. So don't worry too much about it. 9 out of 10 times the snake knows exactly what it's doing, and I have yet to experience where I have to help a snake poop. I haven't experienced that yet, so don't worry too much about that. Alright guys, that's all for today. If you have any common surprises that you want to share, or anything that you might think could be a surprise for someone buying a new snake, please share them down in the comment section. I would be very interested to hear, and of course, as usual, if I gather enough new, I'll make a new video with it. Please give the video a like if you enjoyed it, of course, and if you want to see more, you're welcome to subscribe. Thank you guys for now, and bye bye!